Welcome to a new video. I hope you're all doing great. Our friends at Phones de Guatemala sent me this Ulefone RugKing Pad Pro. This tablet is actually quite affordable for its price range. It has NFC, military-grade durability, good storage, and also plenty of RAM, and it comes with a processor that I'll tell you about in a moment. Alright, here we have the box. Depending on your country, it might be a bit cheaper or a bit more expensive. By the way, big thanks to our friends at Phones. One of its key features is its specs, so don't go anywhere. Look, IP68, IP69K, military grade, it has a connector so you can attach some of its accessories like a microscope, something for cars, I'll show you in a bit, a super flashlight, IPS display, 8.68 inches, it's pretty small, Unisoc T7250 processor, NFC, 7100 mAh battery, 16 megapixel rear camera, 8 megapixel front camera, and up to 128 gigabytes of internal storage. And the possibility to expand it with up to 16 gigabytes more RAM, 8 gigabytes are physical. As we were just mentioning earlier, here it has an entirely durable plastic construction. This way, it will easily withstand, for example, a hit or any kind of impact like this without any issues. If you drop it face down like this, the screen can easily shatter into pieces. Even if it has military-grade drop protection and resistance, as I've always said, that's for all the corners and the back, but definitely not the screen. So you should really avoid doing that. If you drop it on a hard rock, it definitely won't hold up. I like the design. The build is actually pretty user-friendly. And here it has this specific attachment piece. We're going to put it on. I actually have it right here, so you can see in the second image exactly how it works. It's so you can hang it somewhere, and that's it. You'll be able to carry it around properly. Here we find the power button. There's no fingerprint sensor. Volume up and down buttons. These accessories I mentioned where you can attach the strap. And here is like a holder for some kind of, I don't know, an item you can hang like this. And then over here we have, I want you all to pay very close attention right here, folks, even if you don't believe it. This tablet has eSIM, folks. Here it has a triple tray. You can put in 2 SIM cards at the same time and a micro SD. And at the same time, if you're someone who travels. And now let's go to the settings section. Look, I've already received updates. Seriously, it's pretty updatable. And now let's go to Internet. Here it has the eSIM registration, so you can add an electronic eSIM to it. That's good. Then here we also find that it has a USB Type-C port and a headphone jack. It's pretty complete. But wait, because at the end, I'm going to tell you something very important. Here we have a button to turn on the flashlight, and here it has 2. Look, the bigger one is this one, but it also has something like a shortcut here, so you can connect, I don't know, a charging dock, for example. And here, this is where we're going to connect a microscope to see the skin, to look for any bugs, to check hair, anything that's important to see up close and at short distances. And we can also connect something that's useful for cars, meaning you can use it to find more than one accessory that's been lost, like a screw, or to spot a problem inside the engine, or to check for an issue inside something you can't see or find otherwise. This is important for the Ulefone brand, and those accessories are sold separately. And that's it. What else comes in the box? Like I mentioned before, this strap, we already saw how it attaches around your neck, user manuals, a USB Type-C cable, and also its specific tool, which, by the way, I already took out with my fingernail, and 2 little extra screws in case you happen to lose the base when, for example, you're attaching the strap to the device. And its corresponding charger, which at least is 18 watts, folks, just like we saw at the beginning. It has an excellent battery. And that's everything we find in the box. Now, as for its screen, we've already seen that it has a great display with IPS technology, and believe it or not, it also has protection. Right here, this is a protective layer. It feels like glass, so it already comes protected. The screen, at the very least, offers excellent brightness. You can see it right there. It really does deliver excellent brightness. Meanwhile, something very important is that we also have a 90 Hz refresh rate, folks. Just like you'll see here. We go right here and we have a 90 Hz refresh rate, which is awesome. I hadn't seen this in a tablet at this price point. Plus, we also have attention to the screen. If you stop looking at the screen, it turns off. And if you're looking at it, it stays on. Something else I should mention, it has NFC, and you can cast this screen to a smart TV as long as they're both connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Look, they're already showing up here. And like I mentioned, with NFC technology, we can pay using Google Wallet. It even has the NFC logo right here. The weight feels really well balanced. Yeah, it has IP68 and IP69K resistance. Can I get it wet? Yeah, I can get it wet. Can we put it underwater? Yes, but not deeper than 1 meter. I advise you not to do that. Please. We also have Chromebook, QuickShare, and Android Auto. It's available there. And if we go to the section with all its software, this one, as we already saw, it had a pending update, and now it's fully updated. And meanwhile, let's check out some of its features here. For example, about the tablet. Look, we've got Android 16 on board, okay? Fully updated with the February 5th, 2026 security patch, even though it's already July. We also have 128 of storage, 8 of RAM, plus 8 expandable. And the processor is a Unisoc, as we saw at the beginning, T7250. Hold on, we're not going to look at that yet. So that pretty much wraps up the entire section regarding its software area. And we also have the ability to use cloned applications, which is a very important feature to have. And that's it for that part. We also have a handy glove mode, folks. Let's check right here, for example. The system, there are other little things included like dual user profiles, backup options, gestures, and the lift to wake the screen feature. And all of that is also available here. And if we go over to the security section, it offers us, for example, standard unlocking and also facial unlock, yes, through the Face ID system. There is no fingerprint unlock, just so you know. And if we go to the phone section, let's see. So it's not supposed to have a proximity sensor, but let's test it. Oh wow, look at this, seriously. It does have a proximity sensor. On a tablet like this, that's unbelievable. Ulefone, you're really doing it. Seriously, I'm really impressed that you included this. Wow, and something super important. You have FM radio without an antenna, my friends, which means you can listen to music. So for construction workers who buy this tablet or maybe an architect, you're all set. You have FM radio without an antenna. Plus, we also have a toolbox with things like a height measurer, level, hanging painting tool, alarm bell, you see the alarm bell there, a plumb line, a compass too in case you get lost or climb a volcano, a protractor, a sound meter. Well, how about that? How are you all doing? All right, there you go. It's measuring the sound, fun audio, like dog barking and all that. It even has a pedometer. When you climb the volcano, it counts your steps. So when you go up the volcano, that's it. It's available there. What else does it offer us? Well, let's talk about, before we get to its so-called game manager or gaming test, the cameras. There's only one camera, as we saw at the beginning, right here, and the selfie camera over here. The interface is pretty broad, so to speak, even though it's not really for taking photos and videos, but it gets the job done, literally. We have artificial intelligence, night mode, video, photo, movie, portrait, beauty, and under more, let's see what else it offers. Document, emoji, photo, motion, GIF, pro mode, panorama, slow motion, time lapse, and QR scanning. As for video recording, at least from what I could tell, it goes up to full HD at 30 frames per second, both on the rear camera and the selfie camera. We also have the possibility, at least with this processor, to open documents. For example, you can connect a mouse or keyboard via Bluetooth, and that's it. You'll have it there. We can open documents like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and there you go. The processor is, well, up to the task, I'd say, for the price range, Mali G57. The battery is 7,100 milliamp hours, and I tested the first game, which was Free Fire. Free Fire ran pretty well for me, guys. It's a tablet that, well, at least if you're going to play, you'll have a good experience, at least with Free Fire. I made sure to test it out, though it will depend on your finger skills. With pretty low graphics, it can run very well. I literally tried it. It doesn't have a game manager, but still, Free Fire ran excellently, believe it or not. It really does run well with low graphics. Then I also made sure to try, for example, PUBG Mobile, which currently has a collaboration with Naruto, and I was able to test that too. It went excellently for me, with good scrolling on the screen. Don't expect anything too outstanding in terms of display, because the processor is entry-level in every sense. However, I made sure to test it with PUBG Mobile, and it gave us a good result, just as we might expect. Even though I didn't play that much, with low graphics, the performance was decent. It was actually pretty impressive. Here you can see them on the left side. While I'm opening these games, that way we don't end up spending like 10 hours on this video. And I've also been able to play at least on Blue Strike, guys. Yes, I've also been able to play it on Blue Strike, and it actually went pretty well for me, by the way. With high graphics, too. I actually turned them up here, guys. I turned them up, and yes, I've been able to play really well. You could hear footsteps to the left or right because it only has one speaker. I'm not going to include a test here because it would complicate things and make the video a bit longer. Don't expect too much from the speaker, but it does the job, especially since it has FM radio without an antenna. And it doesn't really hurt my finger while I'm playing. Seriously. I was playing like this. This'll always depend on your finger skills. And that's it. It's done. And yeah, at least I've tried playing on this tablet, and honestly, I've been pretty convinced. Then, well, we also played Asphalt. Even if you don't believe it, we played Asphalt 9 Legend Unite with pretty basic settings. I was able to do 360 spins, I could accelerate with turbo, the scrolling is really good. I have to say, the screen is great for that. Even though the bezels are a bit thick, the results are good. There's good performance with this processor, and that's it. This is what we got as a result in Asphalt. And if we talk about the last game, which is FIFA Mobile, or if you want to install eFootball, you can do that too, guys. Yes, the volume is pretty loud, no doubt about it. I was able to play FIFA Mobile really well on this tablet. Seriously, I did. And it worked out well, especially for its price range, you know? Something that has helped this tablet is having 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage. And the possibility of having a SIM card. In conclusion, folks, what can this tablet be useful for? Come on, for the price range and what it's offering us, a design that maybe you'll see around. All-terrain, the ability to play games that aren't too demanding, and at least, as I said, 8 gigabytes of RAM that it physically comes with. The possibility to expand it by up to 16 more. That's a plus. 128 gigabytes of internal storage with the option to expand via micro SD, plus FM radio, plus NFC, eSIM. Wow, it has everything, even a 90 Hz display. Just imagine if they had put in a slightly more powerful processor, at least a Helio G100, this thing would be unbeatable in terms of value for money. For now, it's stayed at a good price, and that really catches my attention if you're looking to buy a tablet, maybe for your kid or to take to work. It has plenty of battery life, and if you spill coffee on it, it won't get damaged. So that's that. The camera and video are a weak point, but honestly, for the price, it's still worth recommending. It passed the test, folks. Recommended. It passed the test, and it didn't restart or freeze. And for the record, I really did test it. Many thanks to our friends at Phones de Guatemala for sending it to me. If you have one, let us know here in the comments section what you think about it. Go ahead and share your thoughts, and that's it. Please, don't get it wet. Don't submerge it deeper than 2 meters. And then you ask, what happened? There's a saying, it had military-grade resistance, young man, but you submerged it 5 meters deep. And you also broke the screen. But hey, it's reinforced on all sides and on the back. However, not on the screen. And that's it. Please leave a comment.